Government decides to withdraw fuel rationing for those associated with emergency services, including police. Prime Minister Tariq Rahman tells Shangshad. Shangshad passes bill to abolish duty-free car import facility for members of Parliament. Executive Committee of the National Economic Council (ECNEC) approves 13 projects involving expenditure of 12,604 crore taka. Prime Minister Tariq Rahman to visit Judicial tomorrow will participate in various programs, including foundation laying ceremony of Judicial Medical College Hospital. High Court grants additional 6 months to task force formed to investigate murder case of journalist couple Shagur Rooney. Turkish ambassador to Bangladesh meets Information and Broadcasting Minister, emphasis on increasing communication between two countries, media at government level. If ongoing nationwide measles vaccination program successfully implemented, impact of disease will decrease, opine experts. Ceasefire continues despite uncertainty of peace talks remain, says Trump. Before his visit to Russia, Iran's foreign minister may once again goes to Islamabad from Oman. And Bangladesh-New Zealand 3-match T20 series begins in Chattogram tomorrow. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to News at 10. This is Shoma Bose welcoming you all. Those were the headlines. Now moving on to the details. Prime Minister Tariq Rahman today informed the Jatiya Shangshad that the fuel oil rationing for police and other emergency services has already been withdrawn. The leader of the House said this while responding to a point of order raised by Treasury bench lawmaker from Kumila 6 constituency Manirul Haq Chaudhary. The Prime Minister took the floor as Manirul Haq Chaudhary urged the government to immediately withdraw the fuel oil rationing system for law enforcement agency.
পুলিশ সহ এমার্জেন্সি বাহিনী যারা আছে, পুলিশ হোক, অ্যাম্বুলেন্স হোক, ফায়ার ব্রিগেড, এই জাতীয় যারা আছে, তাদের উপর থেকে এই যে এমবার্গোটা ছিল এটা সরিয়ে নেওয়া হয়েছে। 2 দিন আগে এই সিদ্ধান্তটি আমরা গ্রহণ করেছি, 2 দিন আগে এটি ক্লিয়ার করে দেওয়া হয়েছে। কাজে আশা করি ইনশাআল্লাহ এই সমস্যা আর হওয়ার কথা না।
The Jatiya Shangshad today passed the Members of Parliament Remuneration and Allowances Amendment Bill 2026, abolishing the provision that allowed lawmakers to import cars duty-free in a move aimed at promoting fiscal discipline and equality. Law, Justice and Parliamentary Affairs Minister Muhammad Asaduzaman moved the bill, which was passed by voice vote. Placing the bill, the minister said the existing provision was inconsistent with the commitment of members of parliament to serve the people and created a visible disparity between lawmakers and citizens who are required to pay taxes. Earlier, the House resumed its sitting with Speaker Hafizuddin Ahmed in the chair. The Jatiya Shangshad today formed a 10-member special committee with 30-day tenure to submit a report including recommendations for addressing the country's energy situation arising out of the Middle East condition. The committee was formed under the Rule 266 of the Rules of Procedure after Chief Whip Nurul Islam Moni placed a proposal for the formation of the body in the House. Headed by Power and Energy Minister Iqbal Hassan Mamdoum, the joint committee was constituted with 5 members each from the Treasury bench and the opposition. Later, lawmakers from Treasury bench and opposition took part in the general discussion on Thanksgiving motion of President's speech. State Minister for Information and Broadcasting Yasir Khan Chaudhary said BNP believes in politics of development and the party implements all its pledges given to the people. The State Minister said this while taking part in a general discussion on the Thanksgiving motions of President's speech. The State Minister said BNP will implement July Charter exactly as it was signed at the South Plaza of Jatiya Shangshad.
বাংলাদেশ জাতীয়তাবাদী দল উন্নয়নের রাজনীতিতে বিশ্বাস করে। বাংলাদেশ জাতীয়তাবাদী দল যেই প্রতিশ্রুতি দেয় সেই প্রতিশ্রুতি বাস্তবায়ন করে। জুলাই সনদ নিয়ে অনেক কথা হয়েছে মাননীয় স্পিকার। আমরা এই জুলাই সনদ নিয়ে এই সংসদে ডিবেট করেছি। আমি খুব স্পষ্টভাবে বলতে চাই মাননীয় স্পিকার, জুলাই সনদ অবশ্যই মাননীয় প্রধানমন্ত্রী বলেছেন বাস্তবায়িত হবে। তবে যে এই জুলাই সনদ বাংলাদেশ জাতীয়তাবাদী দল দক্ষিণ প্লাজায় সই করেছিল সেই জুলাই সনদ বাস্তবায়ন হবে মাননীয় স্পিকার। এর মধ্যে কোনো ইফস অ্যান্ড বাটস নাই। তবে যদি জনগণের দৃষ্টি অন্যদিকে ফিরাতে হয়, জনগণের দৃষ্টি ফিরানোর চেষ্টা করা হয়, অপচেষ্টা করা হয়, তাহলে সেটা হবে আত্মঘাতী।
The Executive Committee of the National Economic Council (ECNEC) has approved 13 projects with a total estimated cost of 12,604 crore and 56 lakh taka. The approval was given at ECNEC meeting held today in the Cabinet Division Conference Room at the Secretariat, chaired by Prime Minister Tareq Rahman. Members of the Cabinet and concerned secretaries were present at the meeting. Among the approved projects, 4 are new, 5 are revised, and 4 involve extensions of tenure. After the meeting, State Minister for Planning Junaid Abdur Rahim Saki briefed journalists. He said that 13 projects were approved at the ECNEC meeting. The projects include expanding access to integrated healthcare for the urban population, customs modernization and infrastructure development first revised, PPR disease eradication and foot and mouth disease control second revised, resilient infrastructure for adaptation and vulnerability reduction project river first revised. Construction of 5 climate resilient bridges in Mamansingh Division, border road construction Rangamati, Khagrachuri and Bandarban Hill District second phase. Bangladesh Railway Western Region track maintenance and rehabilitation first phase. Construction of a broad gauge railway line from Modhukali to Magura via Kamarkhali first revised. Construction of residential facilities for sanitation workers under Chattogram City Corporation first revised. Infrastructure development under Dhaka South City Corporation second revised. Upgrading the Boiragir Pool Borishar Tumchor Bawa Pool Potuakhali District Highway to proper standards and widths first revised. Upgrading the Borishal Bhola Lakhipur National Highway from Borishal Chor Kawa to Lakhipur via Bhola Ilisha Ferry Ghat to proper standards and with first revise. Construction of the Goma Bridge over the Rangamati River at the 14th kilometer of the Borishal Dinarer Pool Lokhi Pasha Dumki District Highway first revise project. Prime Minister Tareq Rahman will visit Joshua tomorrow to inaugurate different development projects, lay foundation stone of a medical college and join a street rally. The Premier will leave Dhaka for Joshua by air in the morning and said Prime Minister's press wing today. According to the tour schedule, after reaching Joshua, Tareq Rahman will inaugurate the Ulashi Canal excavation project in Shosha Upazila and address a civic reception there. After returning to Joshua town, Tareq Rahman, also ruling BNP chairman, will take a short break at the circuit house there. In the afternoon, he will lay the foundation stone by the Joshua Medical College Hospital and address a public rally at Joshua Central Eidgah ground. After completing the day-long activities, the Prime Minister is expected to leave for Dhaka by air in the evening. This is his first visit to Joshua after assuming office as the Prime Minister following a landslide victory in the February 12 general election. And this is his second visit to the district over the last 3 months. Science and Technology Minister Fakir Mahmood Anam has said that 1,100 megawatts of electricity from the Rupur nuclear power plant will be added to the national grid by the end of this year or in the first week of next year. He shared this information today while responding to journalist questions at the Secretariat. He also said that 300 megawatts of electricity will be added to the national grid within the next 3 months. Subsequently, full loading of the second unit will begin in June 2027, and by September 2027, a total of 2,200 megawatts of electricity will be added to the national grid. The full loading activities of the Rupur nuclear power plant in Pavna will be inaugurated at 3 p.m. on Tuesday. European Union Chief Election Observer Evras Japs made a courtesy call on Speaker Hafizuddin Ahmed Bir Bikram at his office today. During the meeting, they discussed duty-free trade facilities of European Union countries and prospects for free trade agreements following Bangladesh's transition from a least developed country to a middle-income country. They also exchanged views on women's representation in political parties in parliament and proportional representation of ethnic minorities. Speaking, Hafizuddin Ahmed Bir Bikram said that the 13th National Parliament election has opened a new horizon for democracy in Bangladesh. He expressed hope that the parliament will play an effective role in fulfilling the aspirations of the people. He added that while political parties may have differing ideologies, government, opposition and other parties work together to overcome national challenges, which is very positive for parliamentary democracy. The speaker emphasized the importance of forming friendship groups with EU member states and exchanging visits of parliamentary delegations. Members of the EU delegation, including the ambassador of the European Union of Dhaka as well as senior officials of the Bangladesh Parliament Secretariat, were present at the meeting. The second meeting of the Library Committee of the 13th Parliament was held at Jatiyo Sangsad Bhavan with Deputy Speaker Barrister Kaisar Kamal in the chair today. Committee members Whip ABM Ashrafuddin Nizam, Dr. Muhammad Mahbubur Rahman, Nayab Yusuf Ahmed, Mir Ahmed bin Kashim, ABM Musharraf Hussain, Humayun Qadir Chaudhry and Muhammad Nazibur Rahman took part in the meeting. Implementation progress of the decisions taken in the last meeting were reviewed in the meeting. Besides, a detailed discussion was held regarding increase of the involvement of the Bangladesh Institute of Parliamentary Studies with the National Parliament Library in order to enhance the capacity of members of the Parliament and officials employees of the Parliament Secretariat and to strengthen research activities. In the meeting, it was recommended to take appropriate measures to allocate a necessary budget to the subcommittee formed for the digitalizations of old and rare documents preserved in the Bangladesh National Parliament Library. On the other hand, a three-member subcommittee was formed with Dr. Muhammad Mahbubur Rahman as the convener and Nayab Yusuf Ahmed and Muhammad Nazibur Rahman as members to verify and scrutinize in order to submit a report for the purpose of reconstituting the governing board set up under the Bangladesh Institute of Parliamentary Studies Act. Another subcommittee was also formed with committee member Naib Yusuf Ahmed as the convener and Muhammad Nazibur Rahman as a member to verify the National Parliamentary Library Rules 2012 and the Bangladesh National Parliament Research Guidelines 2023 and submit a report in the next meeting. Turkish ambassador to Bangladesh Rami Sen today paid a courtesy call on Information and Broadcasting Minister Zahiruddin Shopon at the latest office. During the meeting, both sides discussed strengthening bilateral relations and enhancing cooperation in media, culture and knowledge-based sectors between the two countries. The Turkish ambassador congratulated the minister on assuming office. Zahiruddin Shopon recalled his visit to Turkey in March to attend the Strategic Communications Summit and expressed gratitude to the Turkish government for organizing as a timely and well-executed event. He emphasized that in today's technology-driven world, it is essential to bring digital platforms under a structured regulatory framework. However, he noted that such efforts cannot be undertaken by a single country alone and require collective global action. The Turkish ambassador handed over a proposal to enhance cooperation between Turkish state television and radio and Bangladesh television and Bangladesh Betar. During the Information and Broadcasting Minister's visit to Turkey in March, a bilateral meeting with Professor Buhantin Duran, Director of Turkey's Residential Communications Directorate, resulted in a policy-level decision to sign a Memorandum of Understanding aimed at exchanging knowledge and information on modern information management system. Zahiruddin Shopon also stressed the importance of strengthening ties between the media organizations of both countries at the government level. Both sides further underscored the need to boost bilateral trade by diversifying products and increasing exchange visits among business delegations. Education Minister Dr. Ihsanul Haq Milan urged the University Grants Commission (UGC) to coordinate the timing of the university admission test and HSC examination to reduce session jam. The minister made the call at a workshop organized on the occasion of World Intellectual Property Day at UGC Auditorium in the capital. The public universities are lagging behind in removing unemployment, and so education sector must be developed through coordinating the thoughts of all, he added. UGC Chairman Professor Dr. Mamun Ahmed presided over the program. Professor Dr. Mohidur Samad of Chemical Engineering Department of Bangladesh University of Engineering and Technology presented the keynote paper at the workshop. BRAC University Vice Chancellor Professor Dr. Syed Farhad Anwar and UGC member Professor Dr. Masuma Habib took part in the discussion. A delegation from the Association of IPTV Owners paid a courtesy call on State Minister for Information and Broadcasting Yasir Khan Chaudhary at the Secretariat today. The meeting was held at the conference room of the Department of Information at the Secretariat. Information and Broadcasting Advisor to the Prime Minister, Dr. Zahidur Rahman, was also present on the occasion. During the meeting, the representatives of the Association of IPTV Owners presented 4 written demands to the State Minister and the Advisor. The State Minister and the Advisor assured the delegation that the demands would be considered with importance. A nationwide vaccination campaign against measles is currently ongoing across the country. The vaccine is being administered to all children aged between 6 and 59 months. The disease has spread across 58 out of 64 districts in the country. Dhaka division is the worst affected, followed by Rajshahi, Chattogram, Mymensingh and Borishal. Meanwhile, 8 more patients died with measles symptoms in the past 24 hours, including 1 confirmed measles fatality and 7 suspected cases. Experts believe that successful implementation of the immunization drive will significantly reduce the spread of the disease. An 8-member delegation of the European Union Election Observation Mission, led by EU Chief Election Observer Elvis Isop, held a meeting with Chief Election Commissioner CEC AMM Nasiruddin. The meeting was held at the Election Commission building in the capital today. Senior Secretary of the Election Commission Secretariat Akhtar Ahmed and members of the delegation, including the European Union Ambassador to Dhaka, Michelle Miller, were present. The High Court has granted additional 6 months to the task force formed to investigate the murder of journalist couple Shagur Rooney. The order was issued today by a High Court bench comprising Justice Fatima Najib and Justice AFM Shafiul Karim. The investigation committee failed to complete the probe within the previous 2 extensions of 6 months each. Attorney General Barrister Ruhul Quddus Kajol said that the task force needs more time as it lacks initial data and evidence related to the murder. Earlier, the High Court had formed the task force to investigate the case. It initially set a 6-month deadline. After the fall of Sheikh Hasina's government on August 5, 2024, Rooney's brother filed a writ petition with the High Court seeking to remove the investigation from RAB. Following the hearing of that writ, the High Court formed a 5-member high-powered task force led by the Chief of the Police Bureau of Investigation, PBI. Journalist couple Ishago Sarwar and Mehrun Rooney were murdered in their residence in West Raza Bazar, Dhaka on February 11, 2012. The lower court has so far postponed the submission of the investigation report 125 times. Even after 13 years, multiple investigating agencies have failed to reach a conclusion in this high-profile case. The High Court has already granted 3 separate 6-month extensions regarding the investigations. Testimony is underway in the case against Sajib Wajid Joy and Junaid Ahmed Pallab over 3 charges, including ordering killings by shutting down the internet during the July mass uprising. The hearing began in the morning at International Crimes Tribunal 2, led by Justice Ghulam Murtuza Majumdar. Meanwhile, in the case over crimes against humanity committed during the July uprising, the court-appointed Defence Counsel is conducting the second day of cross-examination of the investigation officer Ahmed Nasiruddin Muhammad. In the case against 7 accused, including Obadul Qadir, earlier the defence carried out the first day of the interrogation on April 23. Now moving to international news.